Hello YouTube, hello YouTube. So we're out for the last walk of the night. I'll just have a look at the temperature, see what temperature we're on. And we're on about minus 14 or so. I got minus 14, so not so cold. So the door's closed. Cold enough. We're out for a little walk. Last walk of the night. As always, out late at night, about midnight here. The reason is because of traffic. I don't want to get the dogs squished. So, this way, Attic, Jack, come on. There's Wolfie. There's Wolfie face. And there's that. Hey, is that necessary for that? So, there's him. And there's Articulated, the other dog. The other dog's not a wolf dog, he's just an ordinary Motley. So, welcome to Russia. Welcome to Leningrad oblast. At night time in the forest here, in the dark. I got my torch on, but the moon is up, so it's not actually that dark. There's the moon. Bit hard to see it, but anyway, you can mix it. It should make a nice glow. Nice glow. Because it is making a nice glow from the city there. A nice picturesque view. So it's a bit hard to see down there. But anyway, got the torch anyway, just for backup. Nice new batteries in it. Not out for long. It is fairly cold. Although we're in forest, there is quite a bit of traffic coming up and down now from that banya down there, and the dogs chase the cars. Because of that, one of them's going to get injured, if not sooner rather than later, and it's not worth it now. Used to be that we were the only ones in the forest when we first came here, and the dogs could run freely and go where they liked and wander about, no problems at all. In fact, it wasn't these two dogs at that time. I had two other dogs. I had first dog I had was a German Shepherd. Came from the prison service. It was a pup. It was a breeding pup. They were breeding them and selling them. And we got Berta. She was our first German Shepherd. Beautiful dog, girl. Absolutely fierce with other dogs. No dog could go near her really. She was a real bitch. And but lovely dog. And then the second dog we had, whilst she was still alive, was Nike. He was a rescue German Shepherd. A beautiful dog as well, very beautiful dog. And they were kind of mum and dad. And when Nike passed away, he passed away early. He was bred from show dogs, and show dogs inherently don't last long because they're bred for standing around showing and showing all the characteristics. Broad shoulders and all that, and it makes them very heavy and prone to early death, and that's what happened to him exactly. He died at only, I think it was 9 years old, and shortly after that the other dog died as well. And so we ended up inheriting these two dogs. In fact, when Nike died first and the bitch was still alive, we actually took Archie in, so he was around when Bertha was around, and then she died shortly after, and then we ended up with the wolf dog. Again, another rescue dog. Wasn't really look at the breath. That's the breath of me, as I called it is. Show you that. That's the cold, how it is cold. It's about minus 14, 15 here. So it's, you can certainly feel it. Well, there's no wind, it's completely calm, so really, when there's no wind, no breeze, it doesn't cut you through. But if there was a breeze now, blimey, you'd feel it alright. You wouldn't laugh. But at the moment, it's okay. And I see we've got full signal on the internet, on the telephone, which is good. It has been a bit up and down recently, and now it's stabilised again. It seems to be okay for the last while. And I'm wondering tomorrow, if I go for my walk, that I can go a bit further out rather than go up and down this road, because I think the signal may be stable now. I'm not sure. But I'm getting a full whack here. I'm getting 2,000 frames or kilobytes a second. So that's pretty damn good. At 24 frames per second. What is he doing up there now? What are you doing up there, you daft dog? Got a good head torch on. Good batteries. Just put them in new. That's pretty good. But again, all these things, lithium batteries in phones, in head torches and microphones and all that, they don't last long in this cold. They just die very quickly. You get about a foot. I mean, this is a Samsung A25, and it's got a 5,000 milliamp battery in it. And in this weather, -14, -15, you get about 40 minutes out of it in the cold, and then it just dies. Maybe a bit longer if it's fully charged. This was 100% before I came out, so it should be good for about an hour, 40 minutes an hour. The trouble is that you can't charge them when you're streaming, because they're cold. They won't accept a charge, so you're stuck in with what you've got, kind of thing. Oh, you're not going to wet. What's going on up here? I see a light up there. Shouldn't be lights up here. Why is there a light up here? I have to investigate. There shouldn't be any lights up here at this time of night, because there's nobody in the forest. So if there's light, I've just seen a light flashing. That can only be somebody up there. And what would anybody be doing up here at this time of night? So, a little investigation. See what's going on. Could have been light flashing off the snow, I suppose. But unlikely, so come and have a look. Dogs normally alert if they... Oh, right, I think I see where it is now. It's a street light. Not a street light, Sam. But they've got a light fixed to a pole in right up there. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. But there's a light fixed to a pole, and up in the next street, and one of the ones that have been built on there, on the plots, and you can see it from down. It looks like, because it's uphill, it looks like it's flashing. And you're thinking, oh, somebody's up there. This caught me out before, actually, when we first came into the forest. Me and the wife were in the back garden. It was summertime, and we're like, what is that light in the forest? There's nobody else here at that time. Nobody in the forest. We were the only ones. We're like, what is that light in the forest? And we went to look, and as we got closer and closer, we realised it was actually the moon on the low horizon in the forest. And it's just a case of location where we were at. It was like, I thought aliens had come down or something in the forest. There was like nobody here at that time. Now, you know, there's obviously more people live in the forest, and so you don't, you see a lot more lights, but even so I'm still a bit wary. If I see lights, I'm wondering what's going on. It's just one of them things you get sort of, if you live in a forest and you're alone, you get hyper aware, because criminals, when we were building the first house here, criminals will try and steal your materials and what have you, and because they're obviously on the hunt for generators. We actually lost our first generator. They stole that and some tools as well. Nice present, nice surprise for us. Here he goes into hunt mode. Look at that. Straight into hunt mode on the other dog. Head down, sneaking up on the other dog. That is absolutely typical wolf. Yes. That is typical wolf. Practicing his stalking. But, yes, we lost the first generator and some tools, and never recovered, of course. And after that, we were always very wary of anybody in the forest, any kind of movement. And so when I see light, you can see up there now, I don't know if you can see that. There's a light up on a pole up there, and it's actually, the next street goes along there. There's nobody in it yet, apart from a couple of builds that have built on them. But that is the light that they've put on top of a pole. Yeah, it's been up there a while. There's one near me as well. So that's what it is. I'd forgotten it was there. So I don't come up here at this time of night usually. It's only because we can't walk these in the... What are you doing? Come on then! I can't walk these in the daytime. well, can't let them run loose in the daytime on my street anymore because there is too many vehicles moving up and down. Unfortunately, it's just progress of urbanisation, people moving in, building on the plots. All this, oh, you near the fellow over there. Building on all these plots here, all these forests are going to be turned into housing eventually. They're all building plots, really. They're not really. It's not really forest. That's what I mean. I've said this. I don't know how many times on live stream, but you can see the trees are actually quite thin. They're not very mature trees at all. And about 30 years ago, this whole area was cleared of forestry. Oh, Jesus Christ! Bloody neighbour alarm. There's a jump. I forgot. I went a bit close. All right, shut up. That'll last a couple of minutes. Thank you. That'll last a couple of minutes. I'd forgotten. And it was all clear about 30 years ago, and for building on, obviously it wasn't built on, and consequently these trees have grown, but they're not very big actually. They're not very thick. 30-year-old trees. You can see that's a silver birch. They're not very thick, and I guess they'll all disappear again in the end. So all this area will disappear under housing. People need places to live. And it's a shame. This street here, this is my neighbour's house up there. I actually really like this bit of street. It's very quiet. It's very nice, and we love walking up here with the dogs in the summertime. Great, but like I said, all this is going to disappear. It's all going to disappear. This will all become an urban mess, and it won't take very long to do it. Obviously, the started building. Well, that up there, that half of the settlement is all completed. Basically, about 90% of the plots are all completed now. The street just behind me is not completed, but further up, I would say it's 99%. So you've got this street here running across there, which is further up there, and then again further up, you've got another one parallel. So you've got three parallel. Mine, that one, and that one. That one there, next road is kind of about 50% occupied. The street behind it is 100% occupied, I would say. Or if not 100%, 99% occupied. And this here is the last kind of bit of forest that's not been done, not been sold off and done, but it's coming. It is certainly coming. As that's filled up, it's a desirable area. This is so scary. What's scary? What's scary is no in a forest at night time. It's not scary. It's there again. I feel very comfortable in the forest. Don't worry me at all. Does it give you Blair Witch project vibes? If I stand still, where's the dog gone? Come on, Archie, Jackie. They're up and down the road. If I stand still and listen to the quiet here. Hear it. Nothing. A couple of dogs further up. There is a very, very distant rumble. But that's probably traffic from the city or a train in the very distance. But that's about it. Not much here. Not much noise here. It's kind of very distant rumble. But that'll all change when all this changes into housing. All this is going to... That's a definite plot there on this corner. I know that one was looked... I think they actually bought it. I've not done it yet, but it's definitely marked out. There's another one over there that's been bought up. Not been built on yet, but it's going to be. And another one across from me that's been bought up, ready. That's just been bought. They're going through the process, the documents now. So I would imagine that'll be summertime. There'll be full swing building down there. That'll be another plot gone. So I can't let the dogs roam around anymore. They have to be under control now, which is kind of a shame. But there comes one. Where have you been, eh? Where's bloody Jackie? Jackie Chan? Jackie Chan, where are you? There you are. There you are. Where have you been? Is that necessary? Is that necessary, eh? Hey! Go find a palky, get a palky. Huh? But yeah, so you can see down there through the, I don't know if you can see through, I'll turn the torch off here. You can see through there, that's where the banya is, that's a public banya. And that is where the traffic source is coming from. This is all going to be built on, all of it. And all this side here as well will all be built on, it'll all be kind of built on in the next few years. I would say in 10 years time you wouldn't recognise this place. It'll be completely different. There'll be housing everywhere, there'll be people everywhere, there'll be traffic, there'll be noise, there'll be kids and dogs and all the rest of it. And it'll break me out to see the forest disappear. It's been a lovely home for the last 15 years. We've really enjoyed it. Although it was a bit hard at first because we were completely off grid at first. Now we're on electric, but the rest of it's still off grid. We're still on solid fuel central heating. We're still on septic tank. We're still on well water, so that's not changed. But we do have electric now. Can't claim it's fully off grid because it's not. It's partially. But the new house I'm building, if you follow the channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, of course. Follow the channel, you'll see I'm building a house in Novgorod, solo build. There's no shenanigans going on. There's no builders coming up. It's probably one of the, I think I'm the only Westerner in Russia to have solo built their own house in Russia. But it's the second house I'm doing actually. So have a look at that. You'll see I did the first 2 seasons of the build. They weren't really filmed for YouTube. They're filmed for Telegram, and because of that, they're a bit technical and not very. They're more like kind of blogging or vlogging rather than YouTube videos. So they're not that good, and you have to accept my apologies for that. But the new season 3, when it gets going in spring, when all the snow's gone, will be filmed very, very differently. There'll be more story driven and a nice result at the end of it. So that's kind of the plan with the channel. The way I feel that there's a bit of a breeze going now. You can certainly feel that. Woohoo! Jackie, come on. What are you doing? So it's they'll be filming a lot different, a lot better. And so keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye if you want to follow the story. If you want to know where I came from, there is now a origin story, a UK to Russia. You'll see it on the channel there. Also the channel trailer. It's on there. You can see that's part 1. I'm thinking about doing a part 2 of how the visa system, how I got my visa, how I got married, and all the rest of it. Not sure if it's an interesting story or not, but I might do a follow-up, a part 2 to that. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. I might need some help with it, because origin stories and that is not easy for me to do, not easy to film, not easy to script. Because obviously there's things you want to tell in your story, but there's things you want to leave out as well. I didn't want to go into gritty details of being divorced and all the rest of remarriage and all that. I didn't want to do all that in there, so it's a very general outline of the story. It's not really a detailed story. And if I do a part 2, part 2 will be more or less how I went through the document process and all that. I'm not sure how I would deal with it, how I'd do it. Not an easy thing to do. But yes, interesting. Not sure what's interesting, but I might do a part 2. I don't know. I can't really give advice for people who want to come to Russia. I know there's a lot of interesting people come to Russia, especially from America, Christians from America and Canada and UK, who are looking for I wouldn't say a better life, but looking for an escape from the wokeism, and they perceive Russia as being a more with a better morals, if you like, higher moral standards. Come on, this way. Come on, Archie, Jackie, come on. Come on then. A good boy. Come on, Archie, come on then. Come on then. Come on, we're going back. We're not going in yet. You're lazy, you two dogs. Come on, we're going this way. Come on. Come on then. Yeah, we're going this way. So you're jumping at me, you daft dog. So I'm keeping them out for a little while longer. It's they've been in all day and they can roam around at night time. Nobody's going to cause them any problems. So I was saying that the visa process that I went through. It's very difficult for me to give advice these days because it's very different now. They've now got something called a 702 visa, which means you can come to Russia and live here without doing any tests or anything like that. And you can come here and you can get a thing for 3 years and you can stay for 3 years without any worries whatsoever. Do your thing. Wait, shut up. And when I came here, there was none of that. There was no 702 visa. There was basically you had to have a reason for being here, whether it be work or what have you got in your gob? You've got a big stick, haven't you? What have you got? Show me that stick. Show me that stick. You were playing with this earlier today, weren't you? Go ahead, Kush, go on. Kush, I'm not playing anymore. I'm not. Oh, alright, you want to play a bit more, don't you? Come on then, take it then. Scary dog, scary wolf. Go on, Kush. Yeah, I'm not playing anymore. Go on. Bring me these sticks. What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? Go on. You're hooking me. You want to play, don't you? You want to play. You want to play. Mad wolf dog. Go on. I'm not playing anymore. Yes, go on. Chris, I'm not playing. No, I'm not playing with your bloody stick. Go on, Chris. Go on. Go on. Take your stick off. Good boy. What you got? It's very hard for me to give. I forgot what I was saying now. Daft, that made me laugh. Hard for me to give advice on how to come to Russia because things have changed so much with the new 702 visa. It's now much easier to get the visa and come here. You can, you're not having to. You come here on your visa and you get your residency guaranteed within 3 months or whatever it is. And then you got 3 years. There was none of that when I got here. It just didn't happen that way. So I can't really tell you. I can't give experiences on that because I didn't do it. I can give experiences on how I did it through the marriage way, which is still applicable. You can do it through the marriage way. But now, it was 3 years marriage before you could get residence. And now it's been extended to 5 years. So if you come and get married to a wife or a husband or whatever it is, whichever way you're, however you're doing it, it's a 5 year wait now before you can get ready. What are you doing? Again, rolling around the snow. What are you doing, eh? What are you doing? What are you doing, you silly old thing? Huh? What is that all about? Eh? What are you doing? What are you doing, eh? I've seen anything like it all your life, eh? Eh? Silly old thing, come on. So it's how I forgot my train of thought. Hard for me to give that advice on visa systems. Like I say, you can do the marriage. It's now 5 years. We have a telegram. If anybody's interested in coming to Russia, if you're thinking about immigration, if you're watching this video, if you're watching this live stream replay later, and you're interested in coming to Russia, then we have a Telegram group called Russia Expat Info. You'll find a link on my profile. And in there is 4 people who want to come to Russia. Whether it be visiting on a visa or whether you're going to emigrate here or whatever it is you want to do. There's a whole bunch of people on that. It's all free. There's no paid services at all. It's completely free, volunteer group. Quite a nice sized channel for Telegram. There's all kinds of resources on there. You can get, there's all language learning resources and all that. You can get all that there on Telegram. And it's if that's what you're wanting to do, that's where I would tell you to go and talk to people there. People on that channel have done 702. There's a lot of people on 702 visas, if you're thinking about that. And I'll live in here now on 702 visas. They've done it, and they've done it recently. A lot of them have done it very recently, even within the last few weeks. So very, very relevant information, very new information, if that's what you're thinking about. Whereas although I'm the leader of that group kind of thing, it's me who set it up. I'm out of date now. Even getting married is now married process is the same, but it was for residents it was 3 years and now it's 5. So that's changed even. There's not a lot that's the same really. When I came here, there's a program in here called Gossaslugi, and it's an app you get on your phone or on your desktop computer, and you can log in. You can do all your government service, and it's all digitalised now. None of that was available when I came here. We didn't even have smartphones when I came here. We're still on the old push button phones, and I think the closest thing to a smartphone in back then was a BlackBerry. They were kind of the thing. I think I had a BlackBerry Pearl at one point. I might have had 2, but that's about it. There was no apps that you could download. YouTube was in its infancy. There was no place to get information. It's very difficult, and now we've got Telegram and WhatsApp and all the rest of it, and YouTube of course, and the information is freely flowing now on how to do these things. But Russia being Russia, things change really frequently, and it's very hard to keep up with the times, keep up with what's going on, and the latest law, the latest thing they've changed, and by God, it is quite rapid how they change things. So it's hard to keep up. And if you go to the Telegram group, if you're thinking about coming here, go to the Telegram group, Russia Expat Info, go and have a look on there, talk to the people there. I'm on there as well, I'm always on there. And you can talk to people of their experiences coming to Russia, how they got here, what they did, how they're living, how the registration system works. For instance, now you can now register yourself through Gossaslugi if you've got an apartment, if you've got a rental agreement. Whereas before there was no Gossaslugi, you had to do it manually at a little office. So very, very big change there. Now in the immigration centre, it's called MFC, which means multifunction centre, and you can do all sorts there now. That didn't exist before. It was a case of queuing for hours and hours. Now you get appointments. So it's all very digitalised now, and very, very much. I think it's still difficult. It's not easy. It's not an easy task to come to Russia. It most certainly is not, and I guess that's the same with any country. Criminal background checks are very thoroughly checked. There's no hiding stuff and coming here and pretending that you've not done something. If you have done something, they're going to find out, and they'll find out rapidly. Then if you lie on an application form in Russia, especially about criminal activity, if you've been done for something, they'll find out rapidly, and it gives you an instant ban for lying on an application. So that's a good advice to anybody who's thinking about coming here. If you're doing your application, don't lie on it. Keep everything straight up. At least if you're honest and you get rejected, at least you've not played the whole pantomime and wasted time and money messing about. Stick with the truth, and that way then at least you're on a fair ground. If you have done, it could be something minor, something minor that's long gone. If you don't declare it and they find out, and they will, then you've lied on your application, and that's you automatically disqualified. probably deported and probably banned from entry for 5 years. So very serious stuff. Don't lie on bloody applications with immigration at all. And that applies to any country, wherever country you're going to. If you're emigrating, people don't just emigrate to Russia, they emigrate everywhere, and it's basically the same system actually. Pretty universal across the world. 90-day visas, business visas, pretty much universal. All 90 days, wherever you go. Hey! See him legging it down there. What are you doing? Oh, there's not a car. Oh, we don't need a car. We've got this habit of chasing cars. I really don't want that. No, you're not. You're there, you're okay. Come on then. Come on then. Don't mind. Don't mind you. Don't jump into me. Don't climb on me. Come on. That's it, come on. Gold. Don't need that this time of night. Come on, don't mind. You have to have that though, every time. I'm the king, I'm the boss. There's nothing going on there. No cars now. Yes, you. You're cold, are you? You're getting cold. I've got to get him in because he's getting cold now. And I can feel the cold. It certainly dropped down a bit. It was 14 when I came. I'll show you what the temperature. And it's the one that I'll be leaving. I'm not selling it, but I won't be living here. We'll be going to Novgorod if you follow the channel. I'll give you a quick view. There's my van. Looks pretty, doesn't it? Under all snow. This is the first house we built. It's looked quite pretty in the night time with all the lights on and that. Looks nice. One of the lights has gone out on the thing on the wall. Let's get a new one bulb put in it. And the solar, I've got these are actually solar lights. I'll show you these outside here. These are actually solar lights inside these housing, these old-fashioned type housing. But obviously, it's coming on now. Yeah, look, coming on. It's coming on when I take it away. It's got a bit of light on it. Bit of light on it, comes on again. Turn the headlight off. There you go. Comes on again. Solar. I'll show you the temperature. What have we got to? What have we got to with the temperature? It's dropping down, is it? I can't even see it. It's about minus 14, 15. Maybe a bit lower, so yeah, should be a bit of light on it. Should be a bit of light on the thing. She's working. There we go. Another one as well, another one over here. Not had any sunlight on them today, so I've not been charged. Let's see if we get to go. No, not going to play. Oh yes, that one's coming on as well. Bit of sunlight and they come back to life. There we go. They're normally in the summertime, they look very pretty. That one's still going. Quick charge and she's going. So anyway, that's me for tonight. It is getting cold. Dogs, can't have them out here too long. And I'll see you in the next live stream, probably in the morning. I think we've got to shop to the walk shops tomorrow, get some groceries, and probably do a live stream on the way there. So for now, have a good night, wherever you are in the world. Peace to everybody. And I'm out.